last day of the NBA, Thursday night, and we're happy you could be here with us. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg in our site. Coaching staffs, Clark, have certainly grown since your time in the league. Do you think that can lead to too many voices in the locker room?
I really don't think that's an issue, Kevin, because no matter how many coaches you have, typically they are all in sync, and the head coach has usually put his staff together, and therefore they're moving in the same direction.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Conley and Edwards are the guards. Randall out there with McDaniels, and it's Gobert in at center. Edwards can't hit.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
The wide open look here for Derozan. Good, and the assist goes to Murray.
Well, Derozan not really comfortable beyond the arc, so he really knew this was his shot.
Conley kicks to Randall. Pass to Edwards. Randall with a screen for Edwards. Back to Randall. Cuts off the pass. And now Sacramento on the break. Launches the three. And it's Demar Derozan with the three. Derozan's got 6.
And Derozan is selective when it comes to taking threes, but they're looking confident from the corner.
And for De'Aaron Fox, his three-point shooting, Greg, has come a long way.
In his rookie season, he only shot 30% on 2 attempts per game. But his volume and efficiency have both gone way up, and it's made him much more dangerous offensively.
Good on the triple.
Well, Edwards looking almost automatic there. Didn't wait too long to put that shot up.
Murray outside. Outside, Sabonis. Outside, Derozan. A 3-ball. Randall grabs the board.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed.
Are
you kidding me? Nasty. Oh, doctor. Oh, my goodness. Anthony Edwards throwing it down with force. Get this guy in the dunk contest.
And on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you can see how impressive that move was. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, spoke earlier with Mike Brown, and we talked about the bruising big man, Julius Randle. He told me Julius sets the tone for them with his physicality. So we have to try and match that. We can't let him bully his way into the lane and get to his spots. We have to make him uncomfortable. Kevin?
Thanks, David. And the whistle blows as the basket counts and a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
Well, McDaniels wasn't going to be denied there. Getting the bucket and has a chance for one more.
Lyles check in for the Kings. Ellis comes in for Kevin Huerter. Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Minnesota. You know, Greg, when you look at the Timberwolves' history, the first round had been a problem for them. But not last year, as they swept the Phoenix Suns.
And you gotta look at it as being a tremendous success, right? Because going into the season, I don't know that anyone thought they would have made it to the conference finals. But boy, that young group gelled well together, and the sky's the limit for the future.
And there it is for him.
Basically just ignored that contact inside. Really tough finish by McDaniels.
Murray outside. Oh, good on the triple.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Randall kicks to McDaniels. Outside Conley. Clock at 6. Oh, the lob to Gobert. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Great lob and an even better finish by Gobert.
43 seconds left to play here in the first. Ellis outside. Back to Fox. Oh, good with the triple. Minnesota's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Timberwolves passing it around. Gobert with a screen on Murray. Randall. And Randall throws it down.
Going towards the basket, that's when Randall's most dangerous.
And so Fox will bring it up for the Kings. They trail by 1. The last time these two clubs came together was also in this building, with an unfortunate ending for the home team.
Yeah, they made some spectacular plays in it right to the very end. Just couldn't get over the hump.
Yeah, you know, they didn't have their best stuff, but they were still getting after it, so you got to really appreciate the effort and hustle.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Timberwolves ahead, leading by just 1. Live from Golden One Center, you're watching 2K Sports. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Timberwolves.
And guys, I love the movement. Doing a great job of just getting the ball on a string, creating some opportunities.
Something else they're doing well tonight, guys, lots of points in the paint. Something to continue to keep our eye on.
Sabonis is out there with Trey Lyles. Bennett's Ellis, and there's Monk, and it's McLaughlin in at the 1. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. Ellis with the screen for Monk. Shoots over Reed. Sabonis. Rebound, Minnesota.
Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration, even for a nanosecond.
Edwards kicks to Reed. Back to Edwards. Ingles with the screen for Edwards. Pass to DiVincenzo. 6 to shoot. Over in the corner, Edwards. Monk with some nice defense. The Kings trailing. Greg, give us one word to describe Domantas Sabonis on the offensive end.
Kevin, I guess I'd say dominant. But that one scratches the surface. The way Sabonis drops dimes, hits shots, and controls the glass, dominant just doesn't even really begin to say enough.
Ingles finds Alexander Walker. For 3, Edwards. Another miss by Minnesota.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Shots good by Lyons.
Sharing the basketball is a part of the game that Monk needs to continue to add to complement his shooting.
Ingles with a screen on Lyons. Edwards with it. Sabonis defending. Offensive rebound. Ingles passes to Edwards. DiVincenzo with it. Gets the three-pointer to fall. DiVincenzo's got the lead up to 1 now for the Timberwolves. And Mike Brown decides to call timeout. He wants to talk to his guys. Some changes for Sacramento. Demar Derozan, he's checked in for Trey Lyles. Kevin Herter comes in for Monk. And it's Fox in for Jordan McLaughlin. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Gobert, he's checked in for Reed. Julius Randle comes in for Joe Ingles. McDaniels, he's checked in for Alexander Walker. And it's Conley in for Dante DiVincenzo. From the wing. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
McDaniels up top. Randle with a screen for Edwards. Randle right side. Over to Derozan. Randle no good. Sacramento's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. And we've got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. Shams, what's the story?
Thanks, guys. The Kings were not complacent this summer. They have added all-star Demar Derozan in a sign and trade. He brings even more firepower to an offense that was already among the league's best. In the loaded Western Conference, the Kings knew they had to make moves to stay in the fight. Derozan is one of the biggest signings in Kings franchise history.
A tremendous addition. Shams, thanks for the update. I now send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you very much. The Timberwolves have become a rough and rugged team. Swingman Jaden McDaniels said, "We don't let nobody push us around. We're always being physical defensively. I feel like we're a tough team, super tough." Kevin, they certainly have the size to hold their own.
Always being physical. But David, that's their identity. And we thank you for the report. Anthony Edwards is a classic two-guard. Clark, a spectacular player. What has impressed you most about his development?
Well, he's got a great body. He had it when he got into the league after just 1 year of college. Tremendous basketball body, strength and length and bounce. Now he's worked on refining his skill. I think the biggest thing that's impressed me is not only his work ethic, but his poise. He's not a guy that plays frantically. He plays with intentionality and purpose, and that's a tough thing to do when you've got his athletic ability and you're as young as he is.
Here's Edwards. Edwards getting the close range two.
A composed and cool effort from Edwards inside, not rushing himself or forcing a bad shot, taking what's available.
And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here. The Kings shooting their first foul shots of the night here. The first free throw is good.
Boy, I like the focus and unselfishness Fox brings to the court. A strong defender with lightning-quick reflexes in every spot.
There's 14 seconds left in the first half. Outside Conley. Pass to Randall for three. And that one is off. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Kings lead by one. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks a lot, guys.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Welcome to halftime, everybody. It'll be the Mavericks against the Jazz in Salt Lake City. Tip-off is 9 Eastern, 6 Pacific.
It's one.
And let's take a look at this first half of play for the Kings. Not a lot of separation here at the midway point.
The pace of this game is suiting them well, and it makes sense. After all, they're the ones setting it up.
Yes.
And that'll do it for halftime. We send you back to Kevin.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Edwards with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of it.
On the court for Minnesota, Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniels. Julius Randle is out there with Gobert, and it's Conley in at the one spot. Greg, this is some kind of note. Last year, Minnesota, for just the second time, had ever won a series in the postseason.
Yeah, they've been bounced in the first round 10 of 12 appearances. But last year's team was different. Their elite defense fueled the conference finals run. And you like Murray as a spot-up shooter, knows where to park himself, and always ready to receive the pass.
Edwards at the rim.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game.
Sacramento's got fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. And Herter gets it to go.
Well, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
Edwards, a screen on Fox. Conley, the pass to Edwards. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet. Conley's got 6 assists here tonight.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Oh, what a physical score from Edwards.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
You know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
Fox, no good. And so Edwards will bring it up for the Timberwolves. It's a 1-point game. Pass to Conley. Lets it go with the 3. It's hauled in by the Kings. Sabonis has got his 5th rebound in this one. And so it's Mike Brown here calling timeout. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy. And some changes here for the Kings. Malik Monk comes in for Kevin Huerter. And it's Ellis in for Fox. And the Timberwolves also making a change. DiVincenzo's checked in. Here's Derozan. And good. And it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Derozan's got 10. And you know, Greg, we're seeing so many teams utilizing the dribble handoff.
And it really forces the defense into a bad spot, can create situations where the offense has an advantage, and then it allows you to kind of seek out the matchup.
Right block shot. DiVincenzo can't hit it. The Kings have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Pass to Ellis. Outside Derozan. There's Sabonis. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Edwards drawing the double team. Here's Gobert out left to the wing. And here's Conley outside. They get it back. And finished off by Gobert.
Double-digit boards, a regular occurrence for Gobert. Makes it easier to get those second chance hoops, too.
Pass to Sabonis. Good. And it's Derozan picking up the assist. Sabonis has got his 3rd basket of the night right there. Conley finds Randall. Back to Conley. Now Randall takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Randall's got the game tied up here for the Timberwolves. Now Sabonis. Kings moving the ball around. Murray, good.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Sinks the triple.
And how about the response from Randall? He just enjoys knocking down that triple to answer right back.
Murray outside. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. It's all tied in Sacramento, and we'll return shortly. Tense quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the 4th. Sacramento's gone 7 of 15 from three-point range tonight. They're not afraid of that shot. We've got Derozan. Ellis is out there with Monk. Then it's Kevin Huerter. And it's Len in at the 5. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. And Minnesota has possession. Edwards looking it over. On the wing, Ingles. His 3-pointer's off the mark.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
We've seen this a bunch of times. Demar having a huge night, and the defense has no answer.
A 3 for DiVincenzo. It's hauled in by Lyle. The Kings leading. Derozan passes to Lyles. Out to Derozan. Pulls up on the elbow. It's Ellis on the wing. Outside Derozan. Pass to Monk. Just 5 on the clock. Fires for 3. The rebound by Edwards. Minnesota's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. The Timberwolves again can't hit. The Kings have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the 4th quarter. Count that one. And the Kings lead by 4.
Now, I understand we're seeing some high-powered offense, but you've got to put up a little more resistance than that.
Come on now, look. Sit back and enjoy the fireworks. Nothing better than good offense.
Catching up on the changes for Sacramento. Sabonis, he's checked in for Lyles. And Keegan Murray's subbed in for Malik Monk. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Reed. Ando comes in for Joe Ingles. McDaniels, he's checked in for Alexander Walker. And it's Mike Conley in for Dante DiVincenzo. And now let's check in with Hall of Famer David Aldridge to see how De'Aaron Fox is doing. David.
Well, guys, I had a moment to catch up with Sacramento's head athletic trainer, and unfortunately, it sounds pretty serious. Now, it's just November, so they do have some time to make adjustments, but it's a blow nonetheless. Guys?
David, thanks for the great update, guys. It doesn't sound good.
No, if that report is accurate, he's going to be spending a lot of time in rehab and on the sideline.
And in the training room, guys. I mean, that is not going to be an easy injury to bounce back from.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
A superstar level talent for sure. Anthony Edwards is awesome, but I like his competitive spirit as much as his skill.
So the first one drops, and that narrows the lead down to just 3. Fox, he's checked in for Ellis. And so he makes both from the line.
And really, the tension could not be higher right now. And he looked like he was shooting free throws in practice. What a cool customer.
Outside, Fox pulls up. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side.
He's such a clutch shooter. He just lives for the big shot.
Conley kicks to Edwards. Back to Conley. Here's the 3. Another miss by Minnesota.
You know, to cut deficits, you got to be making smart basketball plays out there. Taking care of the ball. It's not done by hoisting up bonehead threes like that.
Timberwolves trail by 4. Here's Edwards. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to go on De'Aaron Fox.
Yeah, and you know, when Edwards is aggressive, I think it forces defenders to try to get physical back, and when he's close to the rim, he usually is able to draw the foul as a result.
He's off on the free throw and able to get that second one to drop in.
Hey, by missing that free throw now, a 3 could even the score.
Fox with it. Conley picks him up. Derozan in the corner. Oh, good on the 3.
Tough to hit that shot when the D is all over you like that.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Really important for this team to get production from Edwards. When he's aggressive and scoring the ball, they go to another level.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Kings?
Well, you know, they've been tremendous, I think, when it comes to sharing the basketball. You know, getting guys involved on the plays and creating offensive opportunities for everybody. Equal opportunity offense is fun to watch.
And another thing they've been doing all game long is knocking down the 3. Shooting has been a big part of their game plan tonight.
It counts.
Pivotal bucket from Sabonis there. This guy just continues to rise to the challenge.
Randall surveying the D. Randall with a screen for Conley. Back to Randall. And stolen by Murray. And they go to the intentional foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
We've got 22 seconds left in the 4th quarter. And that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
No, you got to foul. I mean, it's going to come down to free throws here. Foul right away.
That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line, and that puts them up by 5. And the Timberwolves call time here. There's 21 seconds left in the game. And what's their best move at this point?
Trying to stay alive. They've got to work quickly.
Okay, they're going to draw up a play here, I think, to get a shot right off of the inbounds pass and not waste too much time at all. You know, using his size advantage there to rip down that board in traffic.
And an intentional foul right there.
Personal foul. Third team.
He drops the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. And a tough break as his second attempt at the line. No good. To the left side wing. There's the triple. Another miss by Minnesota. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
But there was no time really to be selective. Stopping the clock was the priority.
So he gets them both, and it's an 8-point game. 9 seconds left in the 4th quarter. So the Kings win it. Some good moments throughout this one, but they have the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor, completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester, and that's why they're going to walk away with the win.
And now, let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline for our player of the game. David, take it away.
Kevin, thank you. Demar, we know this team has offensive options, but it looks like there's great confidence defensively now.
Yeah, we have to be. That's what we got to do. If we play defense, we know we can score the basketball whenever we want. We just got to get stopped.
Very impressive, Demar. Thank you. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. That concludes the first game of the NBA season. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. And now we present the player of the game, Demar Derozan.